Pretty big for 170 pounds. Dan Mergliotta gets us underway. Who's moving on to the semifinals?
Lyman Good looks big for 185 pounds. Urbina, not intimidated though, shoots that double leg. Again, you see fighters using that cage and working their way over to it.
Solid knee there for Good out of the wide base.
Let's see if Good comes over the top with a big right hand there. Yep, there it is.
Dude, killed it. Don't quit your J-Bell.
Crowd now shouting, "Let's go, Lyman." Lyman out on top, sprawls out a little bit. Quite an athlete, man. What a jacked up dude.
Jay, what's it like when you have the crowd support that Lyman Good has tonight? Got to be pretty scintillating.
Yeah, I mean, to be totally honest, you don't really notice it when you're in the ring that much. You're kind of in a zone. It's almost like a meditative state. Unless there's a lull, things like that. But it feels great. I mean, you obviously want the crowd behind you. Inadvertent knee shot there.
Yeah, knee to the groin there from Good to Urbina. Mergliotta intervenes, and Urbina will have 5 minutes to recover.
Right, 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to recover. Don't rush it. It's up to you.
See, take a look there where that knee came in. See, Lyman loads up a knee, and it was a little bit low. If you see that from a different angle there, you can see that when those guys were involved in the clinch, went to throw a knee to the belly, and unfortunately it was a little bit low.
Was that intentional or not?
No, definitely not. I think Urbina was leaning over and just bad gauge of distance.
One of the inconvenient truths to mixed martial arts, the knee or the strikes to the groin. Hector Urbina taking his time, and he'll have a full 5 minutes to recover after taking the Lyman Good knee to the groin.
Show of respect there by Lyman Good. Said, hey, I didn't mean to hit you in the groin. I meant to hit you in the face.
Well, the expectation was these guys would stand and bang, and so far, pretty much it's held serve. Just about a minute and a half in here. Urbina wearing the black with the white, straight black for Lyman Good. Good maybe trying to grab a leg there.
Yeah, you just kind of look like they're both setting stuff up. Now Good's teeing off on Urbina. Urbina needs to get out of there. Back into the clinch.
Looked as though Urbina did get stung there, Jay.
Yeah, one of those punches definitely got through. I saw his head kind of jolt back a little bit. Nothing too crazy.
Lyman Good looks absolutely enormous for an 170-pounder. Cut to shreds and really looks like he's a middleweight in a welterweight's body tonight.
Yeah, well, a lot of these guys, they do cut waterweight several pounds. Good takedown by Lyman there. Just did a low leg trip. He pushing on that knee, trying to pass half guard.
Maybe try to secure that right arm with his knee if he can. Again, just so suffocating, Jay, to have 185 plus pounds on you.
Yeah, especially when it's 185 pounds of just pure muscle.
Sure.
It's a lot different than 185 pounds of just body fat.
Sure.
Gonna look for Good to try to work his left leg out of the half guard, either pushing down on the far knee or using his instep to kind of pass out to cross-side control.
Again, Lyman Good out of East Harlem, New York, trying to stay active there. The left hand on the ground.
The thing when you have a lot of crowd support is sometimes it adds a little bit of pressure to you too, that you got a bunch of people here and everyone expects you to win, and fights don't always go the way that you plan they do.
Again, a nice right hand there. Appears as though Urbina's bleeding through the mouth.
Bleeding through the mouth? I didn't see that.
Looked like maybe a little blood on his mouth guard there. Okay, that's the color there.
Just has a vibrant colored mouthpiece, evidently.
Trying to deceive the broadcaster, I think.
Well, if Lyman has anything to say about it, he wants to make you an honest man as he punches Urbina in the face a few times. See Urbina now working guard. See what he has for Lyman from his guard. There you see Mom in the back.
Good, doing a nice job working his opponent up against the cage. Really some high expectations within the Bellator family here for Lyman Good, and he's living up to them at least so far, dominating the first round against Hector Urbina.
Yeah, Hector doing a good job of trying to work off of the fence there. Can't grab the fence, but luckily the referee didn't see that. Lyman pinning him up against the fence again.
Urbina really just seems to be at a strength disadvantage against Lyman Good here.
Who wouldn't be at a disadvantage from strength against Lyman Good, man? That's why guys drop down to the 155 division. Oh, good left hand from the clinch.
Well, round one, you'd have to say, goes to Lyman Good.
Break. No more strikes. Good job, guys. You can break.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 4 here, Haymakers, Pop Sky Sensation, no doubt.
So, Jason, what was the Lyman Good corner there telling their fighter in between rounds?
You know, basically he was saying that you got a really good right hand, and I want to see more of that, and I agree 100%. I think that he's being a little tentative. Oh, big right kick. Looks like he stunned Urbina here. Not necessarily able to capitalize, but relentless with those punches. He's moving forward. Another jab on the way back stuns him. Nice right leg kick. Good, wasting no time, coming out firing at Urbina.
Yeah, corner asked for the right hand. They got the left foot, but I know they're not complaining.
Right hand, left foot, whatever knocks him down and out.
And you see Urbina sprawl there, doing a nice job recovering, but you have to think these strikes eventually will take their toll. Good, able to block that inside kick.
Good, really looking for the knockout. Doesn't want this fight to go to a decision. Good takedown again.
Too easy.
Just an unorthodox takedown. You don't see that a lot in wrestling. The leg pick there, trip. A lot of guys like Lyoto Machida going to the leg trip. Good's keeping good pressure down there with his right hand around Urbina's head. Keeping Urbina on his back, keeping that shoulder into his face. See, a lot of guys sometimes utilize the shoulder into the face as a strike, although not that damaging. Sometimes it's used just to open up other things.
Saw Miguel Torres throwing several shoulder strikes last week.
Miguel Torres, a absolute standout fighter.
You know, Urbina seems game, but I just think he's outmatched in most facets of mixed martial arts right now in Lyman Good.
Yeah, I mean, Urbina's strength seems to be his wrestling, and he's got to take it down 3 times, and that doesn't do a lot for you mentally when you're getting your best talent negated.
Yeah, beat at your own game, sure.
Lyman doing a really good job of keeping Urbina against the fence, and Good's able just to work those punches and work some ground and pound here.
Yeah, he said he wanted to be relentless, and so far, so good for Lyman. The good corner looking for him to pick up his opponent and slam him down. Appears to be working into it right now.
Yeah, he wants him to stand up and swing down on him. Right there's a couple punches right through the center. Lyman got to be careful. Almost had a triangle choke opportunity.
Frantic action here on the ground. Urbina works into the full mount.
Action just happens so quick. Oh, Urbina working to the back of Lyman. Can he hang on? He's got to be able to bring his hips over the back. Lyman able to face him, put him back on his back.
Lyman Good just too strong. A nice reversal there by Urbina, but Good wasn't having it.
Urbina turning his back to Lyman, not necessarily respecting the jiu-jitsu skills of Good there. I think Lyman's going to start throwing some big left hands and right hands around the top. There we go. There you go. Lyman pulls him back to open up those hooks. Going to have about a minute and a half to work from the back here.
Oh, he's got control of the head there.
That's moderately deep. Lyman's just so strong, too, that, you know, when Lyman Good gets his arms around you, you're going to feel this. Oh, he's out! He's out!
And that will do it. Lyman Good, after 3 straight unanimous decisions, gets the win, not by a knockout or a TKO, but courtesy of the rear naked choke. Lyman Good making a strong case as a contender for the Bellator welterweight title. Hector Urbina not happy with himself at all. Lyman Good, thrilling performance here in his Bellator debut as he moves on to the semifinals, keeps that perfect record intact. Mom very happy as Lyman Good improves to 8-0 in his mixed martial arts career. Quite the Bellator debut for Lyman Good.
Yeah, Lyman Good definitely one of the guys to watch here in the 170-pound division. Improves to a perfect record, 8-0. Has great momentum. He's a fantastic athlete. And the scary part is he's only going to get better. 4-year mixed martial art veteran, still in his infancies.
Yeah, Lyman Good just 23 years old, and certainly the biggest win of his career coming tonight at the Mohegan Sun. Take us through the action, Jay.
Yeah, we look here. Good, once he secures his hooks on his back, slinks his right arm underneath the chin, starts to squeeze, and that just cuts off the carotid arteries. And sometimes you don't even feel these chokes. As you can see, Urbina just kind of goes out. It's a really comfortable thing. I mean, take a look at this from another angle. Get a little close up here. You can tell right when the blood stops flowing in your head, about 4 to 6 seconds, and it's lights out.
Yeah, more often than not in MMA, you see submissions that don't end with a sleep, but rather with a tap. Lyman Good putting his opponent to sleep there.
Damas y caballeros, una estrangulación mata León. Concluye este combate con un tiempo oficial de 3 minutos, 22 segundos del segundo asalto. Ladies and gentlemen, a rear naked choke concludes this bout with an official time of 3 minutes, 22 seconds of round number 2. Your winner, and moving on in the Bellator Fighting Championships, el vencedor por nocaut y avanzando en el torneo Bellator Fighting Championships, Lyman.